Now that you have learned how to read the CC licenses and what you can do within each, the next video will explain the basics of attributions and show you how to create them. When you use a work that is under a CC license, you need to include an attribution for that work. What is an attribution? It is an acknowledgement of the work's creator. Why attribute? All CC licenses require users to provide an attribution unless the creator of the work has waived their right to be credited or requested their name be removed. The best practice is to assume everything is protected by copyright unless otherwise informed. Do your research before using another person's work, not after. How to create an attribution. Creative Commons attributions are somewhat flexible in terms of format, but there are specific pieces of information you need to include. Now we'll cover the steps for creating an attribution. Step 1. Find out how the creator wants to be credited. Step 2. Gather information about the work. Step 3. Write your attribution. For more detailed instructions, visit the Creative Commons Best Practices for Attribution. Step 1. Find out how the creator wants to be credited. Explore the source of the work to answer the following questions. What license type is listed? The license will say what you can do with the work and what the attribution needs to include. Are there any attribution instructions? Some sources want you to phrase your attribution a certain way or include specific information. Are there any copyright notices? If there are, for example, copyright AC library, you must include that notice in the attribution. For example, this document contains content adapted from the Autodesk Maya help, available under CC BY NCSA 3.0. Copyright Autodesk, Inc. Step 2. Gather information about the work. Find the following information about the work. The title of the work. If there is no title, you can say this work or the type of work used, for example, video. The creator's name. Their name may be listed on their profile page, but if that is not available, you can use their username. The URL for the work. The license type and link to the license page. The license page gives details about the license. The link should be found with the original work. Note: you might need to explore the website where the work is hosted to find some of this information. Step 3. Write your attribution. Now that you have the information you need, you can write your attribution. A good rule of thumb is to use the TASL technique. Title: what is the name of the material? Author: who owns the material? Include the link. Source: where can I find it? The URL of the original work. License: what specific license is the work under? Include the link. A typical attribution would look like this. Title, by author, is licensed under CC license type. Note: each element includes links to the relevant page. The title links to the source page, the author's name links to their profile page, and the license type links to the license page. TASL attribution example. Here is an example of how to build an ideal attribution using the TASL technique. The title is Nature. The author is Ritesh Agarwal. The source includes the URL on Flickr. The license is CC by 2.0. The attribution becomes Nature by Ritesh Agarwal is licensed under CC BY 2.0. You can choose to create attributions yourself using this method, or you can use the Open Attribution Builder. The builder will require you to input the same information, but will create the final attribution for you. Step 3 continued. Write your attribution. Derivative works. A derivative work is a new work that is the result of modifying the original work. It requires additional information in the attribution. Include the following information. The title of the new work. That it is a derivative of the original. The license under which you are sharing your work. Some licenses require you to use the same as the original. Your name. An attribution for a derivative work would look like this. This work, new title, is a derivative of title by author and used under CC license type. New title is licensed under CC license type by my name. Examples of attributions. Now we'll learn examples of how to attribute works under each license. CC0 Public Domain. Because this image is public domain, you don't technically need to add an attribution, but it is considerate to do so. In our version, we changed the contrast of the original image, which is only a minor change. Original work attribution, Colorful Sky in the Desert, by Sasha Zvereva, is licensed under CC 01.0. Derivative work attribution, Colorful Sky in the Desert, by Sasha Zvereva, is licensed under CC 01.0/contrast changed from the original. CCBY. CCBY requires an attribution. In our version, we've added cartoon eyes to each of the donuts, so we've created a derivative work. We are distributing our work under a CC license as well, but under CCBY, it doesn't need to be the same one. The original work attribution, Donuts, by Ferry Satampal, is licensed under CC by 2.0. Derivative work attribution. This work, Donut Faces, is a derivative of Donuts by Ferry Satampal and used under CC by 2.0. Donut Faces is licensed under CC by NC 4.0 by AC Library. CC by SA requires attribution, and our modified version must be available under the same license as the original. Our version has added a cartoon Mountie riding one of the elephants, which is enough change that we've created a derivative work. Original work attribution, Wild Elephants Walking Up a Road in the area of Khao Yai National Park, by Khun Khai, is licensed under CC by SA 3.0. Derivative work attribution. This work, Pachyderm Patrol, is a derivative of Wild Elephants Walking Up a Road in the area of Khao Yai National Park, by Khun Khai, licensed under CC by SA 3.0. Pachyderm Patrol is licensed under CC by SA 3.0 by AC Library. CC by NC requires attribution. The attribution requirements are the same as CCBY, but this license only allows non-commercial use. Our version is a mashup of the two original images, creating a derivative work. We're distributing our work under a CC license as well, but under CCBY-NC, it doesn't need to be the same one. Original work attributions. Image 1, Street Art Portrait, by Eltpix, is licensed under CC-BY-NC 2.0. Image 2, Paint by Brucklegaro, is licensed under CC-BY-NC 2.0. Derivative work attribution. This work, Butterfly Paint, is a derivative of Street Art Portrait by Eltpix, used under CC by NC 2.0, and Paint by Brucklegaro, used under CC by NC 2.0. Butterfly Paint is licensed under CC by NC 4.0 by AC Library. CC by NCSA requires attribution, and our modified version must be available under the same license as the original. We've added little cartoons in the paint pots, creating a derivative work. Original work attribution, Oscar Lakeman, Containers number 606, 2012. By Gandalf's Gallery is licensed under CC BY NCSA 2.0. Derivative work attribution. This work, Paint Frogs, is a derivative of Oscar Lakeman, Containers 606, 2012, by Gandalf's Gallery, used under CC BY NCSA 2.0. Paint Frogs is licensed under CC by NCSA 2.0 by AC Library. CC by ND requires attribution. It does not allow for modification of the original work, so we can only share the original. The attribution for the original work is à la queue leu leu. by André Turcotte from Flickr is used under CC BY-ND 2.0. Note: the CC BY-NC license does not apply to this picture. CC BY-NC-ND requires attribution. It does not allow for modification of the original work, so we can only share the original. TED Talks videos fall under this license. If I were to embed a TED Talk video, I would have to provide the attribution. There are specific instructions for attributing TED Talks on their licensing page. An example attribution is A Teen Scientist's Invention to Help Wounds Heal by Anushka Naiknaware on TED.com, used under CC BY-NC-ND 4.0. Tips for attributing. Now that you've reviewed each example, follow these tips to create the best attributions every time. Check whether the creator has provided specific instructions on how they would like to be attributed. Keep track of everything you use. Finding materials again can be difficult, so it's best to make a list as you work. Don't hesitate to contact the creator, original source, to ask for permission or clarification. Attribution information might not be obvious. You might have to look around on the website to find the license, etc. Do your best with whatever information exists. There may not be a title or an author listed. Use the Open Attribution Builder for help creating attributions.